It became known what games will leave the PS Plus Extra catalog on November 21st, and you won't be able to play them, even if you added them to your library or installed them on your console. And looking ahead, I want to say that perhaps for the first time after watching such a video, you will be satisfied and not disappointed with Sony. So watch it till the end and write then in comments whether I'm right or not. The first game leaving the subscription in November is called Giana Sisters: Twisted Dreams Director's Cut. It's a platformer with two main protagonist sisters, Giana and Maria. Each of them has unique abilities that can be used to overcome obstacles and fight enemies. Giana can transform into a gloomy character with a fiery aura that can burn obstacles and enemies, while Maria can transform into a light character with the ability to hover and destroy obstacles. As the game progresses, you must swap between the two sisters to use their abilities to solve puzzles and battle bosses. The second game leaving subscriptions on November 21st is Momodora: Reverie Under the Moonlight. It's a pixelated dystopian Metroidvania where the player will take on the role of a young priestess, Killy, who embarks on a journey to save her homeland from a curse caused by the Dark Queen. She will explore gloomy locations, fight monsters and bosses, and use various magical abilities and weapons to overcome obstacles. Gamers praise the game's atmosphere, well-designed gameplay and attractive world. On November 21st, Dandara: Trials of Fear Edition will leave the subscription. The game's protagonist is Dandara, a serene goddess of power dedicated to opening the eyes of the people and freeing them from the tyranny of sinister creatures. Unlike other platformers, in Dandara players cannot move freely through the levels. Instead, they must utilize anti-gravity mechanics by jumping between different platforms regardless of their position. In this way, players can explore a vast world, eliminate enemies, and solve puzzles. In November, My Time at Portia will leave the PS Plus Extra catalog. It is a life simulator where the player creates his character and goes to the city of Portia with the aim of restoring an old workshop left to him by his father. As the game progresses, the town reveals its secrets and offers players a bunch of tasks that can only be accomplished by creating new items and improving their workshop. One of the key features of My Time at Portia is its emphasis on interaction with other characters. The player can get close to many NPCs, establish romantic relationships, help them with their tasks, and receive various rewards from them. In addition, the game includes a lot of building and farming elements. The player can grow their own crops, raise animals, mine resources, and use them to create a variety of items and structures. The fifth game leaving the subscription is ConnecTank. The goal of the game is to capture territories and fight other players with the help of an army of tanks. There are several types of them with unique abilities and weapons that need to be tactically used on the battlefield in order to emerge victorious. In addition to battles, players are encouraged to develop their base, build buildings and upgrade various items to increase their resources and army. Wild Guns Reloaded will also be leaving the subscription in November. This is an arcade shooter which takes place in an alternate universe, combining the Wild West and sci-fi. Players take on the role of bounty hunter Clint and girl Annie, and the gameplay consists of moving horizontally at the bottom of the screen, avoiding the flying bullets of enemies and controlling the scope, which indicates the direction of shooting the hero, to destroy various enemies and bosses. Ace of Seafood will also become unavailable starting November 21. This is a strategy game that offers players to control an army of fish and other sea creatures to fight other aquatic creatures and humans in the vast open sea. The main advantage of the game is that players can choose from several dozen different species of fish and other sea creatures, each with their own unique abilities and attacks. In battle, players must think tactically and strategically to defeat enemies and capture new territory. If any of all of these games appeal to you, hurry up and install it on your console and play. Access to them will close on November 21st. What do you think about removing these games from your subscription? Did Sony do a good job or did they screw up as usual? Write in the comments. And to keep up to date with new games that are added to your PS Plus subscription every month, as well as those that are removed from it, like this video, leave a comment under it, subscribe to the channel, press the bell, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss my new videos.